Hello, welcome to General's Gyan Mantras. Today I will discuss a final question paper of class 10 on the subject science, year 2020, and the series is JBB 4. There will be time of 3 hours and marks will be 80. Let us discuss about the general instructions. Number 1. This question paper comprises 3 sections A, B and C. There are 30 questions in the question paper. All questions are compulsory. Next, section A, where questions number 1 to 14. All questions or part thereof are of 1 marks. In the section A, there will be 1 marks for each answer. These questions comprises multiple choice questions, MCQs, that is very short questions, and assertion reason type question. Answer to these questions should be given in 1 word or 1 sentence. Next, section B. Question number 15 to 24 are short answer type questions, credit 3 marks each. Answer to these questions should not exceed 50 to 60 words. Next, section C, questions number 25 to 30 are long answer type questions, carrying 5 marks each. Answer to these questions should not exceed 80 to 90 words. Next instruction is, answers should be brief to the point. Also, above mentioned and word limit be adhered to as far as possible. There is no overall choice in the question paper. However, an internal choice has been provided in some questions in each section. Only one of the choices in such questions have to be attempted. Next instruction is, in addition to this, separate instructions are given with each section and questions wherever necessary. These are the all general instructions, and we have to follow all these instructions. Okay. And one more thing is that you have basic knowledge of the topic, then you can carry good marks. That is a very good advantage on CBSE question papers. In this video, we will discuss about only section A. Later, we will discuss section B and C. Okay. The first question is, draw the structures of a carboxylic acid containing 3 carbon atoms. We need carboxylic acid. Okay. Therefore, there will be a functional group COOH. That means in the C there will be a double bond O and OH. Therefore, this functional group is necessary, and it should be contain carbon atom 3. Therefore, at first we have to write 3 carbon atoms, C, C and C. And for carboxylic acid, we have given in the last carbon double bond O and OH. It become the carboxylic acid. Now we have to fulfill the valency of the carbon. So in the first carbon there will be 3 hydrogen, and in the second carbon there will be 2 hydrogen. That is the structure of carboxylic acid containing 3 carbon atoms. What is the name of the carboxylic acid? There will be 3 carbon, therefore prop, and carboxylic acid, therefore propanoic acid. Therefore, the name of the carboxylic acid is propanoic acid. That is the structure. Now, the second question. When is the potential difference between 2 points in a current carrying conductor said to be 1 volt? Here, the question is about the definition of 1 volt. Therefore, we should provide the definition of 1 volt. The answer is, if 1 joule of work is done in moving 1 coulomb of charge from one point to another point, then the potential difference between 2 points in a current carrying conductor said to be 1 volt, since V equal to W by Q. Okay, here W is the work done and Q is amount of charge and V is the potential difference. Okay, now question number 3. Answer question number 3A to 3D on the basis of your understanding on the following paragraph and the related studied concept. We have to carefully read the paragraph, and on the basis of the paragraph we have to answer the questions. Okay, the paragraph is: around the year 1800 only 30 elements were known. At the time of 1800 only 30 elements were known at that time. Dobereiner in 1817 and Newlands in 1866 tried to arrange the then known elements and framed laws which were rejected by the scientists. They tried to draw laws on periodic table, but the later scientists have rejected them. Even after a rejection of the proposed law, many scientists continued to search for a pattern that correlated the properties of elements with their atomic masses. The main credit for classifying elements goes to Mendeleev for his most important contribution to the early development of a periodic table of elements, wherein he arranged the elements on the basis of the fundamental properties, the atomic mass. He classified the elements on the basis of atomic mass and also on the similarity of chemical properties. The formula of their hydrides and oxides were treated as basic criteria for the classification of the elements. This is the basis of Mendeleev's classification. However, Mendeleev's classification also had some limitations, as it could not assign the position to isotopes. This is the limitation of Mendeleev's classification. He could not able to give the position to the isotopes. He also left some gaps in the periodic table. This is his advantage. Now the questions are: number A question is, state Mendeleev's periodic law. The answer will be: according to Mendeleev's periodic law, properties of elements are periodic functions of their atomic weight, that is atomic mass. That is the Mendeleev's periodic law. Number B question is: why did Mendeleev leave some gaps in the periodic table? He has left some gaps in the periodic table. Why did he done so? The answer is: Mendeleev leave some gaps in the periodic table to place elements not known at the time, because he is able to predict the properties of these undiscovered elements. At that time he predict that there will be new elements can be discovered, and for the elements he have leave some gaps in the periodic table. Okay, now the number C question is: if the letter R was used to represent any of the elements in the group, then the hydride and oxide of carbon would respectively be represented as: options are RH4, RO, RH4, RO2, RH2, RO2, RH2, RO. Here R is the any elements in the group, and for the carbon there will be answer is RH4, RO2, because R is carbon. Okay, to fulfill the valency of carbon there will be 4 hydrogen required, therefore this will be CH4, means RH4, and RO2, CO2. Have you got it? Okay, next question is: isotopes are, first option, atoms of an elements with similar chemical properties but different atomic masses. Option 2, atoms of different elements with similar chemical properties but different atomic masses. Option 3, atoms of an elements with different chemical properties but different atomic masses. Option 4, atoms of different elements with different chemical properties but same atomic masses. We know that isotopes are same atoms of same chemical properties with different atomic masses. Therefore, the answer will be option 1. That is, atoms of an element with similar chemical properties but different atomic masses. In isotopes, the atomic number is same but the mass number is different. That is isotopes. Let us proceed to question number 4. Now this is the question number 4. Answer question number 4A to 4D on the basis of your understanding on the following paragraph and the related studied concept. India today is facing the problem of overuse of resources, contaminations of water and soil, and lack of methods of processing the waste. These are the problem of India. The time has come for the world to say goodbye to single-use plastics. Steps must be undertaken to develop environment-friendly substitutes, effective plastic waste collection and methods of its disposal. Indore treated 15 lakh metric tons of waste in just 3 years through biomining and bioremediation techniques. Bioremediation involves introducing microbes into a landfill to naturally break it down, and biomining involves using trommel machines to sift through the waste to separate the soil and waste component. The city managed to sieve away 15 lakh metric tons of waste at a cost of around 10 crore. A similar experiment was successfully carried out in Ahmedabad also. This is the paragraph. The first question is there two methods of effective plastic waste collection in your school? This is a concept based question. You can answer the question. Here I have given the answer. Two methods of effective plastic waste collection in my schools are: number 1, use of separate dustbin for plastic collection, and number 2 is reusable plastics can be used in different activities like as making decorative items. These are the two methods. Next question is, name any two use of single-use plastics in daily life. The answer will be, single-use plastics can be used in making decorative items. Number 2, single-use plastic bottles may be used in planting small flowers. Okay. Next question is, if we discontinue the use of plastic, how can an environment-friendly substitute be provided? The answer will be, there are a lot of environment-friendly substitutes are available as biodegradable products which does not produce any harmful effect to environment. For example, paper, bamboo, wood, jute, etc. These materials can be used in place of plastics. Okay. Next question is, do you think microbes will work similarly in landfill sites as they work in the laboratory? Justify your answer. The answer will be no, because laboratory environment and the natural environment are different. Okay, therefore the microbes cannot similarly work in both situations. Next, number 5 question is, choose the incorrect statement from the following. We have to choose the incorrect statement. Number A option is, ozone is a molecule formed by 3 atoms of oxygen. That is true. Therefore, number A is cancelled. Number B, ozone shields the surface of Earth from ultraviolet radiation. That is also true. Number C, ozone is deadly poisonous. That is also true. Ozone is a poisonous gas. And D option is ozone gets decomposed by UV radiation. Therefore, the incorrect statement will be D. Therefore, answer is D. Next question is, food web is constituted by. We have to know about the food web. Option A is relationship between the organism and the environment. Number B, relationship between plants and animals. C option is various interlinked food chains in a ecosystem. And option D is relationship between animals and environment. Therefore, the answer will be C, various interlinked food chains in an ecosystem. As you know, the food web is the interlinked of food chains. There are many food chains are present in a food web. Next question is, which of the following statement is not true about a bud in hydra? Option A, it is an outgrowth. Option B, it forms due to repeated cell division at one specific site. Option C, it detaches from the parent body as soon as it is produced. And option D is it becomes a new independent individual. Here option A is true, as bud is the outgrowth. Option B is also true, bud is formed due to the repeated cell division at one specific site. And D is also true, through the bud a new independent individual can be formed. But C is not true, because bud is not detached from the parent body as soon as it is produced. After some time, getting the matured, only bud can be detached from the parent body. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Okay. Next, question number 8. Anaerobic process. As you know, anaerobic respiration, where oxygen is not take place. Now, option A takes place in yeast during fermentation. Option B takes place in presence of oxygen. Number C produces only energy in the muscles of human beings. Option D produces ethanol, oxygen and energy. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Anaerobic process takes place in yeast during fermentation. Okay. There will be another question along with the question. This is optional. Or most of the digestion and absorption of food takes place in the options are A, small intestine, B, liver, C, stomach, option D, large intestine. The true answer will be small intestine, because we know that the most of the digestion and absorption takes place in small intestine. Now question number 9. Which of the following does not represent electrical power? That means P. We have to find out the P, power. For that, we have to know the relations between various terms. Options are I square R, option B IR square, option C VI, option D V square R. The relationship between P, that means power, I means current, and R means resistance, is P equal I square R. Therefore, option A is not true. Option B is IR square. That is the answer. It is not represent for the power. Option B. Other options are P equal to VI. That is also true for the electric power, and option D V square by R. That is also true for power. Therefore, answer will be I square R. That is option B. Now question number 10. Which one of the following statement is not true about nuclear energy generation in a nuclear reactor? Options are: energy is obtained by a process called nuclear fission. Option B, the nucleus of uranium is bombarded with high energy neutrons. Option C, a chain reaction is set in the process. Option D, in this process a tremendous amount of energy is released at a controlled rate. In the nuclear energy generation, there will be two processes. One is fission and another is fusion. In the fission, low energy neutrons should be bombarded to the nucleic fuel. Generally it is the uranium. And nuclear fission is also a chain reaction and it produces tremendous amount of energy. Therefore, option B is the right answer, because here it is given that in nuclear reactor the nucleus of uranium is bombarded with high energy neutron, but the high energy neutron is the wrong option. Here low energy neutrons are bombarded. Therefore B is the right answer. There is option or the biggest source of energy on Earth's surface is option A, biomass, B, solar radiation, C, tides, D, winds. Here the option will be B, because as you know, sun is the main source of energy. Now question number 11. Which one of the following statement is correct about the human circulatory system? Option A, blood transport only oxygen and not carbon dioxide. That is not true. Option B, human heart has 5 chambers. That is not true. Human heart has only 4 chambers. Option C, valves ensure that the blood does not flow backwards. That is the correct answer. And option D is both oxygen rich and oxygen deficient blood gets mixed in the heart. That is not true. Therefore the answer is C. Now question number 12. If a person has 5 resistors each of volume 1/5 ohm, then the maximum resistance he can obtain by connecting them is, for obtaining the maximum resistance he have to connect them in series connection, and if we connect them in series connections the value will be 1 ohm. Therefore the answer is option A. Next there will be an optional question, or the resistance of a resistor is reduced to half of its initial value. In doing so, if other parameters of the circuit remain unchanged, the heating effect in the resistor will become. Here is the relation between heat from and resistance. As you know, H equal I square R T. Therefore, H is proportional to R. That means heat produces proportional to the amount of resistance. Therefore, the option will be half. The resistance of resistor is reduced to half to its initial value, then the heat also will be half. The option B is the right answer. Now for the question 13 and 14, there will be instruction. For question number 13 and 14, two statements are given, one labeled as assertion and the other labeled as reason. Select the correct answer to these questions from codes A, B, C and D as given below. We have to give the option A if both A means assertion, R means reasons. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of the assertion A. Option B will be when both A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of the assertion A. Option C, A is true but R is false. Option D, A is false but R is true. Now the questions are: assertion A, the sex of a child in human beings will be determined by the type of chromosome he or she inherit from the father. That is true. Now the reason is given as a child who inherit X chromosome from his father would be a girl child, that is XX, while a child who inherits a Y chromosome from the father would be a boy, that means XY. That is also true. And here reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Therefore the answer will be option A. Have you got it? Okay. Now come to the question number 14. Assertion is given. Following is a balanced chemical equation for the action of steam in iron. Here is the equation: 3Fe plus 4H2O arrow Fe3O4 plus 4H2. That is a true assertion. And the reason is given. The law of conservation of mass holds good for a chemical equation. That is also true. And reason is the correct explanation of assertion A. Therefore option A will be the right option. Okay, these are the part A questions explanations. In the next video we will discuss about section B. Okay, thank you. Please like and subscribe my channel, Jonathan's Gyan Mantras.